Hello and welcome to City Edition, the City of Bend's video news magazine. I'm Justin Feinstone. The Bend Area Transit bus system is now fully accessible. Take a look at how the city accomplished that milestone a full 3 years ahead of schedule.
The city's been very concerned about the access for the transit system. Early on, when the system was first formed, there was not accessible bus stops, and we ended up in a settlement agreement to be able to bring our system into compliance.
Advocates had come together, and we were concerned about plans for accessibility for the transit system. And we had done considerable outreach to try to have accessibility addressed at the beginning. And it was through various roadblocks and difficulties that we found it necessary to take the step to bring in Disability Rights Oregon and to pursue the settlement agreement.
We began the settlement agreement with 172 bus stops, and at this point in time we have 182 fully compliant bus stops. Features in a compliant bus stop begins with a pad, and the pad needs to be a minimum of 5 feet by 8 feet. Need to have signage, applicable signage with that, an accessible route to get to the bus stop itself. So in addition, we installed 2 compliant ADA curb ramps at each of the bus stops, serving each of the bus stops, as well as looked at the deteriorated sidewalks and any obstacles that may be in the sidewalk that would impede getting to the bus stop.
Without those curb ramps, the system wouldn't be usable for many people. And in fact, the city has exceeded the 2 compliant curb ramps in many locations, not all, but many locations.
Well, through the Disability Rights Oregon group that's working with the plaintiffs, we formed a CAT committee, which is the Committee on Accessible Transportation, to be able to guide us and support us and make recommendations of the pad locations along with the curb ramp locations, and to really help us come to this point.
But DRO actually helped us work through and make it so that we could do it not all at once, because we don't have the funds all at once, but we could work it out over time, and we've got the job done.
It's been a very rewarding experience to participate in CAT, to be able to have the group share their common voices about important elements that are necessary to achieve accessibility for everyone.
Right, this wasn't done just by city staff, but the Committee on Accessible Transportation, which is a committee of citizens out there, came and helped us identify what needed to be done and what scope of work we could utilize. And this just doesn't benefit people in wheelchairs. It's mom and dads pushing kids in strollers. It makes just the whole city a lot more easier to navigate.
At the beginning, it was a very difficult process. There were lots of meetings, conversations, just some difficult discussions that were being held. But over a period of time, it's grown to be a good partnership between advocates, the City of Bend. A lot has been done to bring us to the stage that we're at now with the level of completion. There's still more work to do, and I believe that the foundation that's been set by the collaboration between the city and Bend Area Transit and citizens has set a good foundation for any improvements to the system as they come along. Accessibility will be considered at the beginning.
The CAT committee members should be elated at this point in time that they have truly been involved in making our 7 fixed routes so accessible.
Well, the importance to me in the city, I think, is that anytime we can clear an item off of our plate, it gives us resources and manpower that we can put to use in other areas. And the fact that we've gotten this one done almost 3 years early just shows the commitment that we are to complying with those federal laws and being able to move on to other projects.